Man, I had to make a run for it. I had to get out of there because I whacked on that limb a little bit, a couple of times. I just struck it a couple of times, and I must have shook something, and yellow jackets come out on me. Can you see me now? Welcome back to Surviving in Alabama today. Well, let me just show you. This right here is my box stand. All right, I built it totally out of scrap. If y'all hadn't seen this video, go back and look. I built this totally out of scraps. I didn't got a dime in it other than just stuff that I had already bought from before from previous projects. It is overlooking this power line. That breeze feels good, by the way, because it's kind of hot right now. But it's overlooking this power line, and I'm gonna make this power line super green really soon. And it also overlooks that way too. But I got my back to that. I'm really watching down there. Now I know some bucks come out on see where it goes down the hill and then back up the hill. There's bucks that come out. There's a deer trail right there and some buck sign. They'll come out right there. But today what we're gonna do is I've got some free paint that I got from my brother that he got for free. It was a 5-gallon bucket. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna be camouflaging this box stand. And we're gonna be doing it totally on the cheap with zero money. I already had a can of black spray paint, and I'm just gonna go over what you can do on the cheap to camouflage one of these stands. Like I said before, this right here is some green paint. It's not the optimal color green paint, but hey, free is free. We're gonna be doctoring it up a little bit. I've got a old recycled pan. I got that pan from the church. They were about to throw it away, and I was like, hey, I'll use it for something, and I just brought it home. It's been sitting in my shop on top of a very top shelf for probably a couple of months, and I just didn't know what I was going to use it for. But today we're going to use it for a paint tray, and when I get through, I'm just going to throw it away because it's done. It's been used twice. I'll be done with it. So we're gonna open up this can of paint right here. We're gonna stir it up with a stick. We're gonna pour it in this pan right here. We're gonna use this roller, and then we're gonna protect this wood. This is not treated wood. Now, a lot of this is treated, but this right here is not. So we need it to last as long as we can get it to last. So I'm gonna paint it. I'm gonna paint all up on top right here. I'm gonna get this paint, and then I'm gonna come back to you when I get through painting it, because you don't need a tutorial on painting. I'm gonna come back to you after I get it painted green, and we're gonna spray some black on it with some pattern, and I'm gonna show you an easy way how to make camouflage. It's gonna be super easy, and I'll come back to you when this is green. As you can see behind me, it's green. And it's still a little tacky in a few spots, but for the most part, it's mostly dry. It's looking like it's gonna rain in a little while, so I wanna get this done because I want it to go on and dry before, because the rain's gonna sit in and that tropical storm's coming through, or the outer bands of it or whatever. And I want it to have a little, just an hour or 2 or 3 to dry before this hits. So I think that's all it's probably gonna take. This is not, we're not painting cars here. All right. As you can see, I did miss a few spots because I did it all with a roller. I didn't even bring a brush out at all. But that's okay. The part that's exposed there, that's treated. It's totally fine. What we're gonna do is we're gonna take some black paint and we're gonna put in some breakup, and we're gonna break the pattern up so it doesn't look like a big pickle sitting out here. So let's get to it. The first thing I got to do is I got to cut a pattern. Now, you might thinking, how are you gonna cut a pattern? Well, I'm gonna show you. Let's go right here. See this right here? I'm gonna cut my pattern with it. See what I'm gonna do right here? I'm gonna cut that. See, that limb is blocking my view. See, it's in the way. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut this limb off, and you see all these leaves right here? I'm gonna take a limb and I'm gonna use that for my pattern. And I'm gonna cut this limb off and I'm gonna come back to it. Man, I had to make a run for it. I didn't film it because I didn't think it was important to film me cutting that little limb off, but another. I had to get out of there because I whacked on that limb a little bit, a couple of times. I just struck it a couple of times, and I must have shook something, and yellow jackets come out on me. I don't know if I was standing on them. I don't know where they came out. They usually live in the ground. So I must have disturbed them in some kind of how. And they got me on my wrist, and they got me under my chin right there. And I think it got my shoulder. Anyway, good gosh. I had to make a run for it and grab the camera. And I took off running, and I ran away from where this side-by-side is. And anyway, I had to run back over there with them swarming to get this cart so I could jump in it to get away. So anyway, we're gonna have to come back to that. They followed me all the way over to the shop, man. One got me on my ankle. I don't know if he got my pants. Oh, gosh, I don't know. They're tearing me up. I made it back to the house, and they got me on my chin. They got me on the back of the arm. They got me on the shoulder. They got me on my wrist, and they got me on my ankle before I could get all the way out of there. Okay. All right. That's going to have to continue to another day. It's just going to have to wait till I can go out there and find the hole or wherever they are and me get them. All right, I'm back over here, and I'm looking to see if I can see the hole for the yellow jackets or wherever their nest is, because I was going to pour some gasoline down on them. Look at my neck. Look how swollen my neck is. Yeah, they really got me good. Let's see. I'm just going to pan you around. I do not see a hole right off, so I may have to wait another day. But I tell you what, while I'm here, let's just cut another little tree, and let's see if we can, I might even cut this little pine tree. And I'll just show you what I'm talking about when I'm talking about breaking up the pattern on the shooting house. And we'll just go on and do that a little bit, and we'll close this video out. Now, all I did was take this I just cut this off of a little pine tree over there. All I needed was something to make marks. So let me show you that. Now I've got this right here. I've got a can of spray paint. This is just cheapo black spray paint. And I'm gonna take it like this, and then I'm gonna mark it. No, that's not working good. Let me get me another something. Try this. Y'all can see this right here. Can you see that right there? What we're doing is we're breaking up the pattern. Look at that. I'm gonna go get a different kind of leaf, and let's see if we can do this a little better. Got some different kind of leaves. Now watch this. Now look at that. Now I'm breaking the pattern. Okay, I have to go get, I think, some more paint at some point. I think I need another can. That was not a full can when I started, but you can see the patterns. Look at the patterns. So all I'm trying to do is break it up. So when you're looking at it from afar, and of course I got to go get a ladder and get the top, but you see how I broke up the pattern? That's gonna blend in way much better. And I got some more work to do this. That's gonna be way better. I'm gonna see if I can go find some more paint and a ladder, and I'll come back. Got a little bit of paint left, so I need to get these two sides, the front and this side, and then if I get run out of paint, it's okay, because the other side is just painted green. It's all right. Okay, in an effort not to buy a thing for this project, which I don't want to do, I just want to use what I got, I think we can call it semi-complete. Now, if I do find some brown, I need to go through my paints. If I can find some brown, I will come back and do the same thing over where I did and kind of pattern that brown in too. But if not, it is okay just the way it is. Let me just show you. I think the best pattern was the top up there. It looks pretty good, actually. Now, it's not perfect. I've got different kinds of patterns, but that looks pretty good right there. Let's see. What you want to do is just break up the pattern. It doesn't have to be exact. We're just trying to break it up because a solid color stands out. And I don't even care what solid color it is. It doesn't matter. Solid black stands out worse than anything. I guess solid white would be a second after that. But as you can see, what I did up there was pine tree. So if you can see the pine tree needles and marks. See, look at that. So that's what it looks like right now. Like I said, if I can go in there and find some kind of brown to just kind of blend all that together, it'll be great. If not, fine. I hope you enjoyed today's video. We wasn't doing anything spectacular. I'm just trying to paint this box stand and show you that you don't have to have a whole lot of stuff to make it happen, whatever your project is. I literally went and cut some leaves, and I had 1 can of spray paint, and I had some free paint that I got from my brother, the green, and I just made it happen on the cheap. And I got ate up by yellow jackets. So I think I got about maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 stings. Yeah, I think that's right, 7 stings. But to me, that's ate up a little bit. I don't like getting stung. But I will see y'all next time. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. God bless. As you can see, that limb right there that I started chopping on where the yellow jackets ate me up, that's what I gotta cut. Gotta go find those yellow jackets and then cut that limb.